Hey everyone, welcome back to Yoga with Brittany. My name is Brittany, and today we are doing some seated hip opener stretches. This one's less of a flow and more of just some gentle stretches to really open up into the inner and outer hips. This practice is great for right before bed, or if you're just really tight in the hips in general, this one's for you. So if you have a block, go ahead and grab that now. If not, you can use a pillow or anything that you can just add to bring some comfort into your practice, and I'll meet you right back here. So today we're just going to start in an easy seat, crossing your left ankle over your right, letting your hands come to your thighs. And already, if this is too much, if you're like, I can't even sit like that, grab your block and set it up underneath your hips or anything that will elevate the hips above the knees and just let them be heavy. So we'll sit up nice and tall, reaching up through the crown of the head. You can use your hands to push your knees away a little bit more. And then we're going to take your hands out in front of you and start to just walk them gently forward. This does not have to be a deep forward fold. Just go to your depth. Again, you can use your block either under your hips, or you can also use it under your arms. Take a few deep breaths here, keeping both sit bones rooted back into the mat. See if you can find length in the spine and in the side body, and maybe walk those hands a little bit further forward. Breathe in, and then slowly make your way out of this. And we're just going to take it to the other side. So if you had your left leg stacked, go ahead and take the right ankle stacked on top of the left this time. If you're really open into the hips, and you can take your shins into more of like a parallel situation, do so. I like to have my feet a little closer to my body. So again, once you get here, start to press the knees away, sit up nice and tall. Inhale, and as you exhale, we'll start to walk the hands forward. Reaching your chest towards the mat or the floor in front of you. And just notice if one side feels a little extra tighter than the other. Pressing both hips back still to the back edge of the mat. Finding length in the spine and the side body. And then slowly working your way back out of this. This time we're going to lean back onto our hands. So you can just start with your arms behind you, fingers pointed away, as you start to plant into the feet, taking feet and knees about hips width distance. And then we're just gonna do some windshield wipers left and right. I did a Pilates workout on my hips yesterday, and they are extra tight. So if you're there with me, take it slow. Just dropping the left knee into middle, and then the right, and then one more time, both sides. Oh my goodness. And then the right. Okay, now we're gonna bring this right foot a little bit more in line with the right hip as you kick the left leg up and cross the left ankle over the right thigh. So we're in this cross-legged position. If this is too much for you, I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see. Just walk your hands back or come all the way onto your mat on your back. If you want more, just walk your hands closer. Okay, so from here, just let your left knee fall to the left and right knee fall to the right, just like we were. But this will add just another layer into that stretch. One more to the left and one more to the right. Okay, from here, we're going to walk your body a little bit closer to that leg and then tuck the right foot into the opening where the elbow bends here to the inside of that right arm. And then we'll wrap the left arm around the left knee. And if you can, interlace your fingers or just grab what you have there. And then either let this right foot come out ahead of you straight, or tuck this right foot in and just find what feels comfortable. And then from here, we're just gonna rock left and right as if you're holding and cradling a baby and keeping that right elbow lifted to kind of parallel the shin. One more inhale. And then slowly let it land. Left foot's going to land directly in front of that left hip bone. Lean back into the arms and then kick your right foot up and cross the right ankle over the left thigh. And again, take up however much or however little space that you need here. If you want to come back onto your back, you can do so. And we'll just start letting the knees rock left and right. I can't help but laugh at how tight my hips are today. And today's the day I decided to do this class. And I look like I've never moved a day in my life. Okay, one more to the left, one more towards the right. And then we'll do the same thing. So if you already know where you're headed, you can extend or tuck this left foot, tuck the right foot into the inside of the left arm, wrap the inside of the right arm on the outside of the right knee. Oh my goodness. And extend through that left leg, or wrap it beside you and start to rock and cradle your leg, baby. Flexing through the foot to protect the knee. If it feels better to point, you can point to. Just have that right foot active as we rock left and right. One more deep breath. And then start to unwind. Good. Now we're going to take the soles of the feet together, and you can decide here if you want the soles of your feet closer to your body. If this is a lot, take your feet out more into like a diamond shape and just kind of release some of that. On the inhale, pump the heart forward and then start to forward fold. And it does not have to be deep by any means. Again, if you want to use your block, you can rest right here, whatever feels right. And if you're able to bring your toes and your face closer together, then do so. Try to remember to have some extension in the spine. So pumping the heart forward like we did as we were folding. Do that again once you get there before you round. One more inhale. One more exhale. And then slowly walk the body up. Whew, good work. Anytime we do a lot of hip stretches, I like to do the windshield wipers. It's just a gentle counter pose. So come back to those windshield wipers for a moment. You can even take these really wide. You just listen to your body and your hips today. Okay, now we're going to come to a wide-legged seat here, so a straddle. If you need to turn around on your mat so that you're facing the long edge, you can do so. All right, and then when we get there, it doesn't have to be, super wide. It can be more of a V even, and less of a wide V. All right, turn your knees towards the ceiling and start flexing through the foot. So we are actively trying to open the legs to the back of the room. If you need to remove some flesh from underneath your sit bones, you can do so. And then reach the chest up, and you can stay right like this. So this is a lot for a lot of people. If you are not able to get to this position, go ahead and use your block underneath your hips, or find a variation, even if it's one leg at a time, that works for you. So we're just going to stay right here, and if your body feels led to start folding, you can start folding over at any time. However, I want you to be mindful of keeping the legs opening towards the back of the room as your pelvic bowl spills forward. So as the longer we stay here, you might come to this and hang out here for a while. You might still be in a seat. You might be in something totally different. But the longer you're here, see if you can't find a deeper variation, folding a little bit deeper, finding a little bit more length, mindful of where the knees and the toes are. Our knees are trying to point to the ceiling regardless. And just be gentle with yourself. We never want to force stretching. The moment you start forcing the stretch is the moment that you're going to hurt yourself. And then you'll be starting from scratch because of a pulled muscle or a sprain or something. Take one more inhale to lengthen and one more exhale to deepen. If you've folded, start to walk your upper body up. And then again, you can stay right like this, or you can tuck your left foot into the inner right thigh like this. But either way, we're going to turn our torso over this right leg, inhale the arms up, and then reach. So even if you don't get all the way over that right leg, just reach in the general right direction. See if you can't find length by walking the left fingertips out a little bit longer than the right. Keep both hips rooted into your mat. Get a little deeper, and then walk the fingers through center. Stretch forward and off to the right. My goodness. Active through the feet. Exhale a little deeper, and then walk your hands back to middle. And then slowly roll up the spine. And we'll do that on the left side again. So inhale, arms up, turn your torso over the left, and then fold over the left leg or in the general direction of your left leg. Start to walk the right fingertips out. Feel some length in that right side body. Breathe into that right lung, and as you exhale, walk through center. Walk your fingers a little bit further forward, and then off to the right. Good work. Slowly start to walk your hands back to center here, and then roll up the spine. All right, lean back as you take your hands underneath your thighs and then pull one leg in at a time. Be very gentle with these inner thigh muscles especially. Lean back into the hands as you windshield wiper left and right, and you can feel free to spend some time here gently opening into the hips. This would also be a great little warm-up to add to the Hips and Hammies flow that I uploaded a month or two ago. And then we are going to finish in a supported bridge. So again, if you don't have a block, you can just use a pillow here. But go ahead and come all the way to your back. And then, we'll take your block. You can take out your ponytail if it's in your way, like mine is. Plant your feet right to where your fingers can graze them. We don't want to be able to, grab onto our ankles, but be able to kind of graze the back of your heels. And then take that block, pick up the hips, and then put it, right underneath the sacrum. So you'll find a place that feels comfortable for you. And you can take it on any level. I think, lying flat is probably the safest of levels. And then start to draw your arms underneath the body a little bit, puffing up the chest. And you can stay right like this to finish your practice. Or if it feels okay, you can walk your feet out long and let the knees kind of open, to the outsides of the room. Or you can even take the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall out wide in a supported Supta Baddha Konasana. So wherever you decide to end your practice, I encourage you to stay here for as long as feels comfortable in your body. And I hope that your hips feel a little looser now. It's my honor to practice with you. Namaste.